Wharton, she said, I am so much happier for not having kids.
45% of working women ages 25 to 45 by 2030 will be non-married, no kids, single.
I'm sorry, but if the child-free joyride I'm on triggers you, here's a hint. If you need daily alpha content to remind you to be alpha, you might not be an alpha. Take it from an alpha. And the truth is, studies show that single women live longer and are happier.
Who let you down? Who hurt you? What happened to your life? I've lived a very weird life. This is why I want to know people's motives on why they do what they do. So Chelsea, you know, when she was a kid, 9 years old, her favorite person in her life, she writes this in the memoir she wrote, which is titled, Life Will Be the Death of Me and You Too. She's 9 years old. Her favorite person in the world is her brother, which is 22 years old. He goes on a hiking trip. And his last words to her brother is, I will be back and can't wait to see you. He goes on this hiking trip, never comes back. He falls hiking and he dies at 22 years old. She's 9. She says, this guy was my hero, was pretty much her favorite person in the world, father figure, and her first boyfriend, 9/22. Imagine the dynamics of that relationship. She says, look, I may be a successful comedian, her words, I just felt broken and didn't know how to deal with these feelings for years. Let me read some more about what happened with her father when this took place. His death had an impact on our entire family. Chelsea notes emotionally that his death changed the way she saw relationships because she felt betrayed by her brother's last words, which were that he would return from the trip. But look what happens here with her and her father. Chelsea's parents are Seymour, a used car salesman, and Rita, a homemaker. She has spoken at length about growing up in a household where there were a lot of unknown variables, admitting my parents were great, and there were a lot of love in our house, but they were kind of hot messes as well. You ready for this next part? The relationship with dad? I didn't like seeing my father weak. I'd already lost my brother. I couldn't lose my dad too, and I did. My dad never recovered. Kind of changes things, right? And sinners, why would you want to have a kid? Can you imagine the fear, right? Let me have a kid and raise this person. 9 years later, this person could die. And why would I put myself through that kind of a pain? Why get married? Are you kidding me? That person leaves me? Why would I want to go through that kind of? Look, what's a big challenge men have? You know, how many men fear getting married? Why do you think? Somebody hurt them. Something happened. Mother, somebody hurt them. Somebody cheated on them. But this is a real issue that a lot of us have. She is not alone here. But let me bring this back to one of the most important decisions you'll make in your life is having kids. I understand. This is a decision you may want to think closely about, because having kids is one of the greatest things you'll ever do if you do it right with the right person that you think you can have a family with. Hopefully, this got you thinking.
Scared of love.
But you know what though? You know, it's 9 years old, man.
Makes sense. She has that like rock hard exterior.